Hello everybody and welcome to a new Polo WoW video. I am Polo and I am reaching you on this very short video, or what I hope it will be a short video, because of two things. First of all, very quickly, I want to say thank you so much for all of you who watched my previous two videos in regards of the live reaction I had for the Nintendo Direct that we had a couple of days ago, especially for my live reaction for Doom and Wolfenstein. If you have already watched the video, you know that I went just apeshit on that one. I just went bananas. I went nuts. And I mean, who wouldn't? All of us have been waiting for AAA games, great third-party support on the Switch, and even though Doom is a 1.5-year-old game, we're happy. And Doom is one of my favorite franchises ever, so Doom on the Switch, on that small tiny console, it's fantastic. And Wolfenstein is gonna come out in a couple of weeks or in a month or something like that. But to have it on the Switch, here's hoping that it'll come out maybe in February or March. Here's hoping it won't take so much time. But regardless, I mean, we're gonna have another great game for the Switch. It's just amazing. So please watch the video. I'm gonna post it on the details down below, and also I'm gonna post it on the end of this video so you can just click on the link and watch it. We've reached over 7,000 views. This is my most watched video ever. I am not a professional YouTuber, but I mean, that amount of views and the great comments from the people supporting the same thing that I do, which is Nintendo, the Switch, and third-party support on the console. Those 17 incredible subscribers that I have, yes, I know all of you professional YouTubers might be laughing your asses from what I'm saying, but I mean, I am not a professional YouTuber. This is not what I do for a living. I do this because I like to share my views on video games, especially on Nintendo and World of Warcraft, and to have 17, 5, 1 million or whatever amount of subscribers on my channel is just amazing. Thank you so much, guys. And here's hoping that I'll make much better content for all of you in the future. But in the meantime, something strange is that we're not going to talk about, well, not directly about Nintendo today. We're going to talk about Sony, because right now it's exactly 0 hours of Tuesday, September 19th. And today, in Japan, in 2 more hours, Sony is going to have an announcement, a live presentation. We don't know what's going to happen, what are they going to talk about, or what are they going to show us. But here's the thing. A bunch of you may know that a rumor was going around, even before 2016 ended, about some patents that someone found from Sony describing or drawing on the patent something very similar to the Nintendo Switch concept. It was a handheld device with a small screen and 2 detachable controllers. The design was awful, but it was kind of like the same idea as the Nintendo Switch. So a bunch of people, not a lot of people, thought, oh, hey, look, Sony is trying to do something similar to the Switch. We don't know who came with the idea first. We don't know if Sony presented that patent right after the Switch was announced, just because they wanted to show, hey, we already knew about that, or we had already thought about that concept, so, oh, we're also, I don't know, original, or I don't know why they did that, but Sony allowed that patent to be shown on the internet. And we got notice of it, and a lot of people started rumoring, oh, maybe Sony will try to compete with Nintendo with a new handheld. Will it be PlayStation Vita 2, or will it be a direct competing console against the Nintendo Switch? So we don't know. However, there is another rumor that came out, this one from a famous YouTuber called Super Metal Dave 64. Now, I started following this guy since September of last year because, as you know, at that moment in time, the rumors for the Nintendo NX console back in the day were all sky high. I mean, they were at the top of their importance. We all wanted to see or to know any kind of tidbit or news of what was rumored about the console. Even if it was just made up, we wanted to see and watch videos and comment and talk to people about them. I was one of them. I couldn't find enough videos to satisfy my hunger for, you know, there's no other company like Nintendo that can generate that much hype. The hype train from Nintendo is just the best. So Super Metal Dave 64, he started making a lot of videos talking about all the rumors that came out back then of the Nintendo NX, and giving his opinion on those rumors. But the thing I liked about him is that he was really neutral, right? I mean, he loves Nintendo, but what I mean is he never criticized one side or the other. What he would do is that he would do some research, try to find out some stuff about the processor that we're talking about, or I mean the processor, or the memory, or the components, or any rumor that was coming out back then. And he will try to do some research and get the truth with facts. I like that about him, so I started following him ever since. After the Switch was released, he wasn't too keen about the hybrid idea for the console. He always thought or wanted a more powerful console from Nintendo. He didn't want Nintendo to repeat the mistakes that they did with the Wii and with the Wii U, having a not as powerful console as the competition, and being regarded, left behind in the third place. So when the Switch came out and it was confirmed that it was a hybrid console, he was very disappointed, and he started kind of even criticizing all those people who were defending the Switch. Even though he has a Switch, he started criticizing people who owned the Switch, who bought it, and who were defending the Switch by saying, we don't have enough third-party support yet because the console is new, or because it needs to pass, some time needs to pass before third parties jump in. He was kind of criticizing all those people, and being humble and being a good guy. He never insulted anybody or anything like that, but it was showing that he wasn't okay with the situation. So what happens is that he started making some videos about leaving the YouTube for a while. He left YouTube for a couple of months or weeks, and then he came back with a series of videos that were shrouded in mystery. He would be hinting about stuff to come, things he already knew, that someone was giving him some information that were not rumors, that were facts, things that are coming our way for Nintendo. And two things he has been more insisting more than others. Number one, that one company, not Nintendo, one third company was going to announce something that it was going to impact the Nintendo Switch directly. He didn't say if positively or negatively, but it was going to impact the Nintendo Switch. Then when Sony announced their presentation in 2 hours on September 19th, he immediately uploaded a video, or changed the video he had already uploaded, stating that's the thing I was talking about, the first thing. They are going to announce something that is going to impact the Nintendo Switch directly. Okay? He doesn't tell us what it is, but I don't know. Something that is going to impact the Nintendo Switch directly. So if we go back to that patent that was discovered from Sony, then you put all the things together and try to tie things up, and you come up with the solution or the answer that could be that Sony wants to show their version of a hybrid console. If it's true, my thoughts on it will be that Sony will deliver a console that's going to be a little bit more powerful, capable of running PlayStation 4 quality games on the go, with a much larger battery and a much larger storage on it. Of course, it's going to be more expensive, like all the new Sony consoles are, but then you will have to ask yourself a question. Do I want to buy a Switch in order to play Nintendo first-party games mostly on the go, or do I want to buy a PlayStation 4 or a hybrid or PlayStation 4 Go, where I can play all my Uncharted's and my Mass Effects and my Resident Evil 7's and blah 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 blah, with PlayStation 4 quality on the go? Paying more money for it, but on the go. Which one would you rather have? So I gotta admit, I am one of the guys who are a bit scared about the situation. A lot of people are saying, if this really happened, if Sony announces something like that in order to compete directly with Nintendo, um, they will not succeed because they don't know how to handle handheld devices, mobile devices. Uh, Going back and looking at what they did with the Vita and with the other devices, Nintendo normally, what they're saying is that Nintendo owns the handheld market. But I don't know, I am a bit afraid that a lot of gamers might say, hey, I might like that device that plays much better games on the go. Yes, it's a little bit expensive, but these are the same people who can buy PlayStation Pros and Xbox X, or Scorpio as it's called, because they want to have the best graphics out there. So I don't think they're gonna bother that much to pay a little bit extra for a handheld or a hybrid console that can do the same things as Nintendo, but with better graphics and more storage capacity and all that stuff. Other people say it's good that it happens if it happens, because it's good that Nintendo has some competition. That way Nintendo will try harder to, I don't know, bring more third-party games to the Switch, or upgrade that Switch to have more storage capacity, or I don't know. So Nintendo will try to do things better. I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to happen in 2 hours from now. Sony is going to announce something that, according to this YouTuber, Super Metal Dave 64, is going to impact the Nintendo Switch directly. But the second rumor is also very interesting. If it happens, if it's true, this guy said, after Sony, well, this company that we know is Sony, announces whatever they're going to announce that is going to impact the Nintendo Switch directly, Nintendo has already a response, a counter announcement that is going to, according to this, or from what I understand, surpass what this company or Sony is going to announce. It's just exciting. It's, again, we're on that Nintendo rumor hype train. So I don't know, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think this is all just a bunch of rubbish, or do you think this is something that might happen and that could happen? And if it happens, would you be scared or worried about the Nintendo Switch situation, or do you think Nintendo Switch is just going to keep destroying the competition as it's doing right now? From its 6 months of existence, Nintendo Switch has been the best-selling console in 4 of them. 4 months being the best-selling console, having the 2 best, most better-rated games of 2017 being Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart Deluxe. Both games, Game of the Year contenders coming, being from Nintendo, and another one, a third one, Super Mario Odyssey. A lot of people thinking that it could be another contender for Game of the Year. So, do you think this Sony announcement could impact the Nintendo Switch in that way? Do you believe in rumors? Do you believe in what Super Metal Dave 64 is saying? Or is it just a bunch of baloney? Let me know what you think, guys, if you're watching this video before anything happens, because from what I'm guessing from the hour and the time we're on right now, which is now 12:15, 12:10, something like that. Maybe you're asleep and you will watch this video tomorrow if you ever watch it, or maybe you already know what Sony announced, because it's going to be everywhere on the internet, I assure you. If you watch this video, let me know what you guys think. I really want to know if you are supporting Nintendo Switch, if you think the Nintendo Switch will have no issues whatsoever with this announcement, or is it going to make Nintendo try harder to give us a much better Nintendo Switch experience? Or will that counter announcement from Nintendo will be something even more powerful? Let me know, guys, what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching the video, and subscribe if you like my content. We will be talking about this after we know what it is. Thank you so much. This is Polo WoW saying goodbye.